Hi, this is Sherry at Sprightly Digital. Do you have a great idea for a viable business? Well, how do you go from that initial inspiration to actually getting your business off the ground? Well, that's what we're going to be looking at today in the 5 essentials for starting a new business. Starting a business has many moving parts, and it requires quite a bit of planning. But anyone can do it if they approach it with a focused and organized manner. There's just 5 essential steps to starting a business, and if you break the process down into these steps, it gets much easier to turn your vision into a reality. Now, the first thing to do in starting a new business is to identify your target market. Your target market is the ideal person who will buy your products. This person has a particular need that your products or services meet for them. When someone starts a new business, they create a target market profile. This is like an avatar of an individual person that represents your whole market. Why narrow it down to just one person? Well, if you can narrow your market down and make it as specific as possible, you can compete with bigger and more established companies. A big company has a huge budget for marketing and a great deal of resources to put behind its efforts. It's unlikely that you do. You may already have an idea of who your target market is, and you might say something like small business owners or work-from-home moms, but this is still too general. You need to narrow your market down even more because bigger companies are targeting these same groups. We have to get much more specific. So instead, a good target market persona would be something like small business owners who run established businesses that take in X amount of income per year based on their location in the Midwest, or might be work-from-home moms in their late 20s or early 30s who value their independent lifestyle. A good profile would include other information also, like age, their location, income level, stage in career, industry or area of expertise, their educational level. It would also consider psychological or behavioral factors, such as how this person spends their money and what do they do in their leisure time, and what values are most important to them. You should obtain this information by doing research on your market. Try to rely on objective data and not just your assumptions. What if your project or service could be used by a broader group of people? Well, it will be used by more than just your specific target market, but you need to identify it as a single person on whom you can focus all your marketing efforts. Others will buy it too. As a next step, I'd like you to create a target market profile that includes demographic information and other psychological factors. Write a description of this ideal person that represents your market. Get data from conducting research on your existing customers, on your industry, your competitors, information from online forums or social media groups where people are talking about products or services like yours. And what about the trending topics on social media? You can also come right out and ask the people who follow you. Once you know who your target market is, then you can focus on the problems your clients are facing and what you can do to help.